The first step in making a hybridoma is to generate antibody-producing B cells. This is done by immunizing a mouse against the antigen of interest. Typically, multiple immunizations are performed over a period of weeks until an appropriate antibody titer is achieved. Intraperitoneal injections are the most common method for delivering the antigens into mice. Next, it must be determined if the mouse is producing antibodies of interest. Test bleeds are performed and examined for the presence of antibodies. Note that while some B cells will produce the antibodies that bind to the epitopes on the antigen of interest, shown in red and blue, others will produce non-specific antibodies that do not recognize the injected antigen. If the host is producing the desired antibody, the spleen is removed and dissociated in culture medium to release the resident B cells. The culture medium also includes cells from a special mouse myeloma cell line. These tumor cells can divide indefinitely but do not produce antibodies. When polyethylene glycol (PEG) is added to a mixture, some of the two types of cells fuse to form hybridomas. The next step is to separate the fused hybridoma cells from the unfused B cell and myeloma cells. Unfused B cells will die because they lack the ability to survive in culture, leaving only the hybridomas and unfused myeloma cells. The myeloma cells lack an important enzyme, causing them to die when placed in a special culture medium called HAT. In this medium, only the fused cells survive because the B cell contributes the functional enzyme. In short, the hybridoma survives in the culture because of its myeloma properties and is protected from HAT selection by its B cell properties. Surviving hybridomas are separated and individually cultured, one cell per well. These cells are described as clonal culture because all of the cells from each well are derived from a single cell and are therefore identical or clonal. After culturing for a few weeks, when the growing cells can be seen, the culture fluid can be screened for the presence of desirable antibodies. Screening is the most labor-intensive step in the production of monoclonal antibodies, since fusion can result in thousands of individual hybridoma colonies. Note that different antibodies may react with different epitopes on the same antigen. Finally, clones that produce the desired antibody are grown in mass culture and are frozen for storage.